Hello, I'm Paloma from Book Lover Paloma, and today I'm going to be doing a book talk on an amazing book. It was one of the best books I've ever read, and I absolutely love it. And that book is Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. So, Queen of Shadows is the fourth book in the Throne of Glass series, and it's by Sarah J. Maas, my favorite author, and Throne of Glass series is my favorite series. So I was really excited when I got to read this book, and it is an amazing book, like amazing. And if you haven't read the Throne of Glass series, you should really read it. And if you have read it and love it as much as I do, like you're amazing. Like you're just amazing. And this book basically is about Selena, who now goes by Eileen, and she's back in Adarlan, and things get really crazy in this book, and there's lots more exciting things happening, and a bunch of other stuff happens, and there really isn't much I could say without spoiling it, and I don't want to spoil it for you, but if you just wanted a summary, so she's back as Eileen, and she's come back to overthrow the king, to kill the king, and to take back her title as Queen of Terracid, and yeah, that's what this book is about. And now I'm gonna start talking about the spoilery part. Okay, so this book, I just love it a lot. Like I just love it. I 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 This book gave me all the feels. I cried so much in this book. I thought I cried a lot in Crown of Midnight, the second book, but no, no, no. I cried way more in this book, like way more in this book than I did in the other books. And I'm just like, the feels in this book literally broke me. I thought I was gonna die before I got to finish this book when I first read it. So Eileen is back, and she's in disguise because no one could know who she really is. And she goes to the vaults because she's looking for a Robin because she wants to get the third word key from him. And I just hate Robin a lot. I just hate him. And he's just so, oh, I just hate him. I just hate him a lot. He killed Sam because he was jealous of Sam being with her. And I'm like, you can't just do that. And he somehow knows like every secret, everything, and he uses it to his advantage. And I just hate him for doing that. He's like the meanest person out there. He's almost as bad as the king, and I just hate that. So they she goes to talk to him, but before she goes and talks to him, she sees Cal, and I'm like, oh, what's going to happen? I'm like I wanted that part. I'm like, hurry, 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 hurry. Like I just wanted that part to end, so she could go and talk to Cal, because I wanted to know what's gonna happen to them, because the way they left it off in Crown of Midnight, I'm just like, no. And then when she took off the ring and on Air of Fire, I'm just like, what does this mean? And I'm just like, I was just wanting to meet. And so she talks to Robin, and then a Robin tells her about her cousin Adon being in the dungeons, held captive. He's gonna die, and Eileen's like, I gotta save him. So she's planning on saving him, and I don't want Adon to die. I don't like him that much, but that doesn't mean I want him to die. I want him to live, and so that's what that's all about. And then she goes to Cal, and before she actually meets Cal, she meets his bodyguard, or like his helper with the rebels, and that is Nesrin. She's a new character, and I I don't at the beginning I don't like her, but also don't hate her. I like my feelings for her are neutral. Like I'm okay with her being here. I don't know. I really didn't have any like huge feelings for her, like huge feelings of hate or huge feelings of likeness. Like my feelings were just neutral for her. And so she, the first we meet her, and then Cal and Eileen finally start talking. They finally meet again, and I was crying at that part because it starts off as a casual conversation, or as casual as it could get with Eileen and Cal, especially Cal coming from saving some people from the Valk princes or the soldiers that are like evil or something like that. And I was just crying at that part so much because they basically said they don't want to see each other again. They hate each other. Cal called Eileen a monster, and I'm just like, like, no, you can't call her that. She is not a monster. And I was just crying a lot, especially when Eileen took out the ring from her pocket and Cal took off the eye of Elena, and they just threw them at each other. And I'm just like, no, that what it was right there when I lost all hope of them ever being together. After that, I just knew they're not gonna be together. They're not gonna be together, and especially with Dorian in between them, with Dorian has the word caller now, and I'm just like, oh no, Dorian, like I don't know what they're gonna do. Cal wants to save him. Eileen says the best thing we could do is kill him. I'm just like, when she said that, I'm just like, whoa, Eileen, slow down. We cannot kill Dorian. We just cannot kill him. He cannot die. But apparently that was her only way to solve the problem. I'm like, there has to be another way. And that part I was just crying. It wasn't like a lot of crying, but there was just like tears down my cheeks, and like I was so sad. Because I was a Carolina shipper. They were my OTP. My OTP sunk. They like sunk. I really thought they were gonna be together. I really thought they would have a theme, but I guess not anymore. Another character is Lysandra. She was in the Assassin's Blade, and she is back in this book, and I just love her a lot. When I first read about her in the Assassin's Blade, I hated her so much, but now I just love her. She's like one of my favorite characters, and she is amazing. She's an amazing best friend. I want a girl best friend like her. She is amazing, and I just love how we get to see this side of her, this different side than who she was, and we get to see this amazing personality of hers, and like it's just different from the person I thought she was, and we get to see the person who she really is, not the person she was, and I just really liked that about her. And we find out she's a shapeshifter, and I'm just like, that is so cool. That is really cool. And Lysandra's just amazing. She's just overall amazing. And I really, I really want to see what's going to happen between her and Adon, like what's gonna go on between them, because I feel like they're gonna like start a thing, and I really want them to, because they seem like perfect for each other, and I just really want them to. And I like how she helps out with saving Adon, because that part was just like, what's gonna happen? I was so worried something bad was gonna happen, but nothing bad happened. Everything went as planned, or almost, but nothing bad happened. They saved Adon. Eileen almost killed Dorian. Oh my gosh, I thought she was gonna kill him. I was so worried, because I'm like, no, no, he cannot die. He just cannot die. And good thing Nesrin was there, and she kind of stopped it from happening. But Eileen was gonna kill Dorian. She was gonna chop off his head, and I'm just like, oh, no. But luckily, she didn't. And Cal was really mad at her when he heard what happened. And let's just say after that, they really didn't have a really good friendship either. And I was kind of worried that they wouldn't even become friends anymore, because they just got so mad at each other so many times in this book. I was just worried, like, what's gonna happen between them? Can't they at least stay friends? And I was just really worried what was gonna happen between them. But it all turned out good at the end. I'll talk about that later, but it all turned out good at the end, more or less. So one of the parts that I really, really liked, I was so glad this happened in this book, was the part where Lysandra kills a Robin. I'm like, she killed him. He's dead. Yes, 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 yes. And Eileen got the third word key. And I'm just like, yes. Oh my gosh. I was so glad he's dead. I'm like, whew, we don't have to worry about him anymore. I'm so glad. really happy Lysandra was the one to do it instead of Eileen, because Lysandra, he did things to her, like he ruined her life a lot, and Wesley, he killed Wesley even though Lysandra loved Wesley. So I'm glad Lysandra got to have revenge for that, and she got to kill him because he deserved to die, and I'm glad he did. I'm so glad he did. So in my other book talk, Heir of Fire, I mentioned that I didn't want Eileen and Rowan being a couple. I just wanted them to stay friends, to be bros. That's all I wanted them to be. But after Rowan came to Adarlan, he came to Adarlan because he missed her. He came to help her. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then that part when they embraced, I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then I don't know, it was like a few pages or chapters after that. I'm just like, they need to be together. They need to be together. Like my feelings towards them completely changed, and like this, they completely changed from being friends to being more than friends. I wanted them to be more as friends, and I just wanted them to be together. And then Rowan's like, no, we can't be together. I'm just like, just be together, Rowan. Just let it happen. And then Rowan's like, we can only be friends. And it hurt me so much when they were going to kiss up on the rooftop while it was raining, and he just he just snatches her hand and he's like, don't touch me like that. I'm just like, oh, no, like, oh my gosh, that hurt me so much because by then I like wanted to be together. They're my new OTP. I ship them now. Rowan and Eileen shippers. I said in my other book talk to like get away from me. Can I be part of your group now? Cause I ship them now. They're my new OTP. My Cal and Selena ship sunk, but out of that rose Eileen and Rowan. I needed them to be together so much. So I don't know how it changed, how my views changed on them, but they did, and they needed to be together. And at the end, when they were finally together, I'm just like, yes, 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 yes. I was so happy they were finally together. I'm like, it took you guys long enough. It took Rowan long enough to realize that him and Eileen were meant to be more than friends. They were meant to be more than friends, and they are more than friends because they're finally together, and they're just so cute together. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry I'm freaking out, but they're my new OTP. If anything ever happens to either one of them, I swear I would just die right there, right then and there, wherever I am. That's what's gonna happen if anything ever happens to them. Like, I seriously thought Rowan was gonna die in this book because he got shot by an arrow, like narrowly missing his heart by this much. Oh my gosh, I thought he was gonna die. And at this part, I was pissed off at Cal because this was all basically his fault because they went to go save Lysandra because Lysandra, like, a Robin managed to betray Lysandra even when he's dead. Like, why? How? Him? He is evil. And so she was gonna be taken to be like experimented on and stuff, and like have a ring or a collar because magic and stuff. And they went to go save her, and they saved her. I'm like, yes, yes. But then everyone's like, where's Cal? And I'm like, Cal, where are you? What are you doing? Just come back here right now. You're gonna ruin everything. And he went to go kill Dorian because by then I guess he realized, and I guess I realized too, that it's better to kill Dorian because it's what he wants. He wants to be out of his body, He wants to be out of the demon's control. There'll be a mercy to just kill him, and I guess that's what he went to do, but he kind of took a wrong turn, and instead of going to kill Dorian, he ran into the witches, the 13 witches, Manon and her 13 witches. He ran into them. I'm just like, Cal, why are you so stupid sometimes? And because of him, Manon almost died, Eileen almost died, and Rowan almost died. And I'm just like, Cal, no. Cal, just stop it right there. No, Cal, stop being so stupid. I was so mad at him. And like that battle was like really amazing. Like Manon and Eileen, like in my other book tag, I said I really wanted them to meet. They finally met and they were gonna kill each other. I'm just like, whoa, like really violent here. But it was amazing, and Manon was gonna die. She was like dead, like she was gonna be dead. But Eileen saved her. And I'm just like, what? Why would you save her? Like, why would you save her? But like, I'm glad she saved her. But I'm just like, why, why? And turns out, because when Manon was like had no chance of surviving, Astrid, she just like screamed out her name like agony and like in worry, and like it was a scream, like it was just a scream that just made Eileen stop, turn back, and help Manon not die. And so Manon didn't die. Rowan almost died. Um, Selena was pissed at Cal. She was like, I should have let the witch kill him. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I know you hate him. I hate him too, but I don't hate him that much. That's like too far. But then after the battle, Rowan went to go heal. They had a little talk, Cal and Selena, like a little talk, and Cal explained what he wanted, what he tried to do, and then Eileen's like, I understand. If it was Rowan, I'll do the same thing for him. And she just walked away, and that's when Cal realized he's been a fool for calling her a monster, because she was never a monster. I'm just like, that's right, Cal. She proved you wrong. So, in the end of Heir of Fire, I noticed that Manon had a change in heart. But then, when I started reading this book, what I'm like, what the hell, Manon? Like, why are you acting so stupid? I seriously thought she was acting stupid, because this change of heart I saw at the end of this book, it wasn't there at the beginning of this book. And as I read more, I noticed that something strange was going on with Astrid, because Astrid was acting, as Manon put it, Astrid was acting more human and showing more human emotions, especially after the Duke Parrington, said they want to breed Valg, princes, and witches together. And then Astrid's like, you can't let them do this to us. And Manon's just like, you're not the boss of me, I'm the boss. You're down to second. Then Astrid talked back again. She's like, you're down to third. Like, I'm like, what's going on here? Like, Astrid, you're not acting as yourself, but I really like Astrid. I really, really like Astrid, because she is amazing. Like, the way she's standing up for this thing she doesn't believe in, she doesn't think it's right. I just like how she does that. But Manon was just being really stupid right there, and I just really hated her, because I'm more like, why don't you listen to Astrid? She, of course, was listening to her grandmother instead. I'm just like, your grandmother is evil, don't listen to her. And then near the end, we find out why Astrid is acting that way, and it turns out Astrid fell in love with a human long, long time ago, and Manon never knew. And so Astrid told the whole story to Manon, and while she was telling this story, I swear I was so sad. The story is like one of the saddest stories ever, and it made Manon realize how mean, ruthless, and just awful her grandmother is. And that story is what changed Manon for life. It gave Manon hope. And that story that Astrid told us was just so sad, I swear. I didn't cry, but I was really sad. And yeah, I'm glad Manon finally saw past the lies she's been told, saw what they were actually doing, and saw how people can actually feel love towards other people and stuff like that. And I'm just happy about her choice now. And the new character we meet, Elide, she has witch blood in her, but she bleeds red blood, so she's somehow witch related. And Manon takes her in like as one of her 13 in her coven, and Manon like takes her in, and Manon saves her at the end. And Manon just like cares for her, even though at first it didn't seem like it, but at the end you could tell she really did care for her. And at the end, when Caltaine, which I just thought was just amazing what Caltaine did to Morath, how she destroyed 1/3 of it, because she had magic. That's why she went to Morath, and she had one of those collars, but she somehow destroyed the monster inside of her and just waited till the time was right and used her shadow fire, which I found really cool when the sacrifice she made. She sacrificed herself to destroy all the demons that they were breeding, and Keltine at the end, I really liked her for what she did. And the second wordstone was inside of her in like her elbow or her arm or something, and she gave it to Elide and told her, take this to Selena, find her and give her this, and tell her about me, like all that stuff. And Elide's like, I will, but Elide doesn't know that Selena's Eileen, so I don't know how she's gonna do that, but I just really want to find out what's gonna happen with Elide. And so Manon, before she left Elide, she's like, go to Terracin, go to North, go to Terracin, and do what Caltaine told you, and just remember, have hope. Hope. I just love that word right now. Hope, hope, hope. Always have hope. And yeah, I just really like that part. Out of everything that happened in the book, out of everything, there was just one part where I cried the most. I just couldn't stop crying, and that was the ending, the big battle at the end. Oh my gosh. I thought they were gonna die. No, I was crying because I thought one person in particular was going to die. That was Cal. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Him and Selena went to confront the king, and I guess they had a plan to save Dorian because Manon actually told them that Dorian is still inside. The real Dorian is still inside, just a little part of him left. And so they changed their plan. And what Cal did, oh my gosh, I was crying so much. There were nonstop tears rolling down my cheeks, and I was crying a lot. And I just couldn't believe it, what was going on. And the king almost killed Cal. I was crying so much because I believed it. I believed it. I thought Cal was dead because the way he said it, he embraced the pain, he embraced the darkness, and then the king's like, I killed Cal to Dorian and to Eileen. And I'm just like, no, had so many tears running down my cheeks. Someone like, out of all the people who died, Cal, but I love him so much. And I was just crying so much. And then I also was crying because it reminded me of Nesrin, and I'm all like, what's she gonna think? What's she gonna do now that she's dead? Because they made a promise to each other. She's like, promise me you'll walk out of the castle alive. And he's like, I promise. Even though he knew there was a really low chance of him walking out of the castle alive. And I was just crying so much. There were so many tears. I cried more in that part than I did when Nehemia died. And I'm just crying and crying and crying and crying and crying. And I didn't stop crying until I found out he did not die. I'm like, oh my god. I had a heart attack. Sarah J. Maas gave me a heart attack when she told me Cal died. I'm more like, no. And then we find out he's not. I'm more like, what? You make me cry for no reason? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the end. That big battle. They saved Dorian. Oh my gosh, I was so happy they saved Dorian. And Dorian killed his dad. He killed the king of Darlan. Just like, oh my gosh. Bob was like, whoa, wow. I must have taken some guts. He uses raw magic. And I'm just like, I just love how he has magic. Oh, and Eileen used her fire magic because Rowan and Adon, they destroyed the big old clock tower. They brought it down. So they brought magic back to the lands. I'm just like, yay, yeah, I was so happy. They burned it down with hellfire, and it's really, really dangerous. So I thought one of them was gonna die. Luckily, none of them died. And then they were surrounded by soldiers, and I thought, oh no, they're gonna die. They're not gonna be able to survive. But Lysandra saved them because she was a ghost leopard, and I'm just like, ooh, that's so cool. And I just really, really, the feels at the end, I swear, oh my gosh, I was dying. Before the king died, he told them what was really going on, that he's not the real enemy. No, the real enemy is way worse than him. no, he does not compare to who the real enemy is. The real enemy is Duke Parrington, because there's a demon possessing him, just a demon inside of him, and that demon is Erewhon, and he's like the demon king, the Balg king. I'm just like, whoa, what's gonna happen? Oh my gosh, I'm so worried what's gonna happen between them. This series is not over, and I'm glad. I can't wait to find out what happens next, especially because the ending, I was so relieved none of them died, but I was sad. I was sad with what happened to Cal. He survived, but he's paralyzed from the waist down. And I'm just like, no, no. And now they're all going like, basically they're separating because Dorian's the king of Adarlan, but Eileen is the queen of Terrasen. So Eileen stayed for a little while and to make sure they're all okay, and now she's going off with her court, which includes Rowan, Adon, and Lysandra. Them four are going off to Terrasen, and I just really want to know what happens. And Dorian is the new king, but he's really worried because with the Valk Prince inside of him, he keeps having some nightmares. He doesn't know, like, he needs help. I know he does, and I don't want nothing to happen to him, and he needs help controlling his powers, learning how to control them. And then Cal's gonna go south with Nesrin, and they're gonna go to like these really magical healers and see if they could heal him so he could walk again. And I hope he gets to walk again, because it'll suck if he has to be in a wheelchair for like the rest of his life. And one of the parts that really touched me was when, before they left, they were all talking. They were all in Cal's room because he can't go upstairs or downstairs. And before they left, he grabbed Eileen's arm and he's like, show me. And so she shows him her fire magic, and he's like, it's beautiful. And he had like tears in his eyes and was like, oh, it was so cute because they're friends now. And I just really, really, really liked it. And then Cal's like Dorian's royal advisor or something like that. I don't really remember. And he also an ambassador of Terrasen, and Nesrin's the new captain of the guard, and like everything's just like amazing. And I just can't wait to see what happens next in this book. This book gave me so many feels, and I just absolutely love it. It's one of my most favorite books of all time. And then there was two quotes in particular that really stood out to me the most that I just loved. And the first quote is between Rowan and Eileen, and it's when Eileen tells Rowan, you make me want to live, Rowan. Not survive, not exist, live. And that quote, oh my gosh, I'm just like, that is the most beautiful things anyone's ever said to anyone. Oh my gosh, that's just beautiful. And then this is probably like one of my favorite quotes of all time. Like in every book, I have like this one favorite quote, and for this book is this quote. She looked at them, at the three males who meant everything, more than everything. And she smiled with every last shred of courage, of desperation, of hope for the glimmer of that glorious future. Let's go rattle the stars. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, those three men are Cal, Adon, and Rowan. And then the way she says, let's go rattle the stars, I'm just like, that's amazing. I just love that quote so much. And now I'm going to do the first and last sentence, like I always do. Oh, the first sentence is, there was a thing waiting in the darkness. Mysterious. That thing is the Balg Prince possessing Dorian. And the last sentence, I just love the sentence. And the long last, Eileen Ashriver Galantinus was home. She's home. She's in Terrasen. She's home. And that's how it ended. And now I just can't wait for the next book to come out. I'm really excited for the next book to come out. I just love this book so much, and this book is amazing. I just love this so much. And yeah, this book's amazing. I just loved it so much. Give me all the feels. I cried a lot. I laughed a lot. I got angry a lot. But overall, I just love this book. This book's like my new favorite book. So, before I leave, before I finish this video, I want to make an announcement. And the announcement is I'm not gonna be able to be uploading as many videos as I used to because I am really busy now because of school and homework and a bunch of other things I have to do. So I'm not gonna be uploading a lot of videos, probably one video every week, probably on a Saturday or Sunday, or one video every other week. It depends what time I have. And and also because I have a lot of homework and schoolwork, I don't have time to read a lot. So if I don't read, I can do book videos, book talk. So yeah. And another thing is on the little box in the below, I added a link for a survey I need to do for my English project because this booktube channel is part of an English project. If you could please take the survey, it's a really quick survey because I need it for my English project class. So that's all I have to say. And Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas, amazing book. Read it, love it, talk to me about it. Comment down below if you read it. What were your favorite parts? What were your thoughts on this book? And that is all for this video. And I'll see you next time, or you guys will see me next time, and I'll just keep on babbling on about books like I always do. But that's it. Bye!